Okay. In this video, I want to talk a little bit about psychiatry and psychology. Okay, at this current time, it is now let's see, it's January 5th, 2023. And I currently do see a psychiatrist because I have severe schizophrenia. I'm also very eccentric, but I want my eccentricity. I want my eccentricity. I don't want my severe schizophrenia, but I want my eccentricity. Okay, now here's the thing. See, I've seen psychiatrists and psychologists for years, and in the beginning, I kind of liked seeing them because I got to tell them about my eccentricities and about myself. But the thing about it is, now I'm kind of having a little bit different view on psychiatry and psychology, because now I'm starting to see that there's a more not good thing about psychiatry and psychology. Because unfortunately, I've had psychiatrists and psychologists in the past that have tried to brainwash me and mold me into doing their bidding and to being who they want me to be and who society wants me to be and not who I want to be. And they try to brainwash me. And I don't like it when they try to brainwash me. I don't like that at all. I hate it. I hate it. I want my eccentricity. And I don't want the good for nothing consequences. I want my eccentricity. And I want to see the consequences and my eccentricity as two different things. And I don't want to see it any other way than the way I see it on the subject. I want to be stubborn and set in my ways over my eccentricity and my leisure, which is an extreme eccentricity that I enjoy doing. I'm just saying. Other eccentrics out there, be aware of this if you see a psychiatrist or a psychologist, because they might try to brainwash you into being like everybody else and being normal. And what I mean by normal is being like everyone else, being ordinary. And I don't want to be ordinary. I don't want to be normal. I want my eccentricity. I want my eccentricity. I want my eccentricity. And I don't want those good for nothing consequences. I want my eccentricity. There are certain things in life, certain times and certain things that you have to be stubborn about. And my eccentricity is one of those things. If I'm not stubborn over my eccentricity, then I'm not going to be doing anything in life. So I have to be stubborn. I have to be set in my ways over my eccentricity. It must be this way. It must be this way. I don't want to be like everyone else. I want my eccentricity. I could do without my severe schizophrenia. I don't want that, but I want my eccentricity. I want my eccentricity. And my name is Kenneth, and my last name is Larson. But I'm just saying, they'll try to. I've had psychiatrists and psychologists in the past that tried to brainwash me into being like everyone else and into giving up my eccentricity. And I don't want to give up my eccentricity. I don't want to give it up. I don't want to. I want my eccentricity. I want my eccentricity. I'm just telling you, the other eccentrics, be aware of this, because I'm telling you, I've been to lots of psychiatrists and psychologists in the past, and I'm telling you, be on your guard, be aware, be vigilant, because they might try brainwashing you into being who they want you to be and not who you want to be. They might try to do this, so you have to be on your guard. You have to be on your guard. If you want your eccentricity, but they don't want you to have your eccentricity, they don't want you to have it, and they want you to see it as something bad, well, then I would recommend seeing a different psychiatrist or psychologist until you end up seeing a psychiatrist or psychologist that you are comfortable with seeing. Because eccentricity, what being eccentric means, an eccentric or eccentricity is odd or unusual behavior. Now, what this means is behavior that is statistically unusual or is statistically odd. In other words, it's behavior that most people don't do or no one else does. That is the definition of eccentricity. And don't be brainwashed into what they want you to think as it being something bad, because they're just trying to brainwash you into being who they want you to be. So I'm telling you, be on guard with this. Be on your guard. If you want your eccentricity, don't let them try to brainwash you into being who they want you to be and being like everyone else. If you want your eccentricity. I'm just saying, be aware, because there's a lot of psychiatrists and psychologists that are like this. They just want to brainwash you and mold you into who they want you to be, and they aren't really concerned about what you want. They are concerned about what society wants and what they want. They don't care about what you want. They want you to be who they want you to be. They want you to mold you and brainwash you into being who they want you to be and who society wants you to be, and they don't care about what you want. And if that's the case, see a different psychologist or a psychiatrist. I would recommend that you would be comfortable with seeing. Because again, not all psychiatrists and psychologists are good to see. And understand this, your eccentricity, if your odd and unusual behavior is not harming or hurting anyone and is something that is in God's will for you, then it is not morally wrong. It is not wrong, and it is not unacceptable. It is not unacceptable, despite what psychiatry, so many psychiatrists and psychologists and society tries to convince you of, and the government tries to convince you of. It is not undesirable and unacceptable. It's something that is good, despite what they think about it and what they want you to think and believe about it. So I'm just saying, that's what I have to say in this video on this subject. That's what I have to say on this subject.